The only thing you can give people is only what you, to the extent of what you've given yourself. So, until you give yourself excellence, what you think you're gonna give other people? You're gonna give them some subpar shit. And you're wondering why you're not getting ahead. It's because you believe other people deserve some subpar shit. So in return, since you think that that's the blessing to give, you get it right back in return.
Highly thankful. I'm thankful today. I feel good today. Today is the day that I step out of my shell and I recognize that I'm great. Today is a beautiful day.
There we go. Yeah, so, doing the stair climber. I'm gonna make sure I do the stair climber on the camera. As accountability to make sure I put in some work, put in this time. So, this is my second day. This is my second day videotaping and recording and just throwing the raw camera on, or the raw footage on YouTube. I'm putting a little snippet on Instagram, but yeah, that's the new wave. That's the new wave, the new hustle. We're just gonna put that stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything in particular I want to talk about, but one thing I can talk about is like work ethic, right? And if you want something, following up from the conversation that I had yesterday, if you want something, you have to have work ethic as your best friend, right? And a lot of times people don't really get to see their best efforts as a person and maximize their power in themselves and see what they're able to do because they're not in positions like working jobs, being in the wrong relationships. They're not in the right situations and positions where they want to give their all. And when you convince yourself not to give your all, you see a percentage of your value. You see a lower value of who you are as a person because you're not motivated by something that's actually moving you and touching your heart. So a lot of times people feel like, oh, it's okay to give half-hearted effort when it comes to things. And that's a major disservice to yourself because if you're doing anything and you're giving half-hearted energy, half-hearted effort, half-hearted love, then that means you're setting a standard for you to live by on your own. Nobody is affected by that but you and your standard. Because what that does over time is it creates a habit of poor performance. You have to take pride in everything you do, even if you're in a place where you don't want to be or you work in a job that you don't want to work. You have to do that job as if like, yo, listen, I'm going to do the best job possible because when I get out of this job, I'm going to be working for myself. So I'm going to set the habit for myself now. That's the type of energy you have to give. Anything you do. And if you're not giving it that type of energy, stop doing it. Because a lot of times people say, oh, well, I got to do this and I can't stop this and I can't this. Why? Why are you creating those beliefs in your head? Why are you lying to yourself? That's you doing it to yourself. Nobody giving you that lie but you. What you're really saying is, I'm uncomfortable to make a change. That's what you got to start saying to yourself. So you can be honest with yourself, so you can get to the bottom of it and you can make a change. Give me some water. Yeah, that felt pretty good. But I'm in the gym getting this work, huh? work, you heard? It's about being consistent. It's about being consistent. It's about working hard. Because you're setting a standard for yourself. It's not about, oh, people say, oh, I'm not doing that for this person. I'm not doing that for them. They don't give me nothing. They not doing. You ain't doing it for them. You doing it to create the discipline in yourself. Remember, you're not doing anything for anybody in this world. The only thing you can give people is only what you, to the extent of what you've given yourself. So, until you give yourself excellence, what you think you're gonna give other people? You're gonna give them some subpar shit. And you wonder why you're not getting ahead. It's because you believe other people deserve some subpar shit. So in return, since you think that that's the blessing to give, you get it right back in return. You're not giving people from your actions, you're giving people from your love. The love of yourself. People say, oh, listen, you gotta love yourself, you gotta love yourself. How do you love yourself? Through actions. You love yourself through actions. Doing things by yourself. Doing the work that you have to do. Sacrificing time when you know you should be doing, or you would love to do something else, but you know you need to be doing something that works on you, bettering you, and you sacrificing that time for yourself. What's the scale of how many things you put before the things you need to do? How much are you looking to run from what you have to do to find a pleasure? Because when you're running from what you have to do, you're convincing yourself that you ain't gonna get what you believe you deserve. Because you don't truly believe it, because when you believe it, you show it in your actions. Whatever it takes, y'all. You heard? You gotta do whatever you gotta do. Whatever it takes. I don't give a fuck what's in your way, you heard? Don't let nothing stand in front of you. Even yourself. If yourself is blocking you, push that nigga out the way, you heard? Get up out of here, you heard? You got to go. Because we ain't getting to our happy place. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's in front of you, step them the fuck out of your way. You heard? But it's usually you. So get comfortable with telling yourself you gotta step it up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why people avoiding that? Why people avoiding that feeling? Oh, I don't wanna tell myself that. Somebody's trying to tell you, yo, you know what, you should do this. Oh, why do I need to do that? This person will tell me this, tell me that. Who they think they are? Obviously, he was affected by that. He was affected. He was affected. Which means it has some truth in it. Which means you got some work to do on yourself. Why are you running from the work? Why are you scared of the work? The work is only gonna make you better. What you think? You living in a cement house? People can see what's going on. You ain't hiding. Treat yourself like you love yourself and do what you gotta do for yourself to make yourself better, make yourself happier. Do the work. Do the work. The little voice that's inside of you, the little voice that's whispering things, take action. Take action. The voice is talking to you. Do the work. Stop feeling, oh, I don't want people to judge me. You know why people fear being judged? It's because they judge others. So when you judge others, you become the same prisoner that you put them in. The same jail cell that you put them in with your judgment, you go right there. And you stop your growth. So give up judgment on people and watch your life start to soar. And that voice in your head won't be so loud telling you don't do it because what people gonna think. The reason why you weight it down by that is because it's the same weight that you use to condemn and persecute other people. Free yourself. Get past yourself, you heard? I don't even know how many minutes I did yet. I'm just staying in the vibe. I'm staying in the vibe. It ain't about the minutes. It's about Y'all stand in the vibe. Get that work in. Till I pass out. Get up on my tripod. Shit, man. Fall out. Get it, don't stop. Get it. Get it, get it.